Back in high school and college, I suffered from anorexia and bulimia and anxiety and depression. They kind of all go hand in hand. And I remember being at my lowest point, and it was my darkest place that I had ever been. I was in a major that just wasn't in alignment to me, and I could feel it. I knew that I was being pulled to something else, and I felt that I had this ability to create my own destiny after being kind of consumed by this disorder. And I knew ultimately that that turning point was art, because that was the space that I felt the most safe and felt the most that I could be my most authentic self. I remember when I started to really dive into painting, that was my medium that I just took off with, and really started to find my own style in it and my own identity. And through that, I started to understand who I was, what made me tick, and really what I had to bring to the table, and really what made me feel alive. My sense of self-worth really started to expand. I started to trust myself more and really listen to my inner voice, that inner wisdom that kept coming through because I was honoring myself. And I remember standing in front of my canvas, and I just, as crazy as it sounds, I just had this epiphany that I have the power to create my own destiny and to choose a career path and a life path that serves me. And what came through was that I wanted to merge art with fashion. I saw a way to bring those two aesthetics together and create a brand that represents empowerment, individuality, and it's a space that allows women to express themselves. What I do is I take my abstract paintings and take high-res images of them, and then we produce patterns out of them and digitally print onto sustainable and cutting-edge fabrics, techie fabrics, and whatnot. And we create wearable art that is designed to embrace their individuality. So we focus on swimwear and some clothing pieces like this caftan that I have on. And just designing pieces that support women on their journey, mind, body, soul, whether it be at the beach, to the streets, or to the studio to do yoga. It really just acts as that sort of it's a symbol of armor and a symbol of freedom and a symbol of self-expression. This journey with Unify the Ties is such a reflection on my own personal journey. And my own personal journey is so, connected to so many other people. So it's an opportunity to share my experiences, the highs and the lows, in a vulnerable way and a creative way. And it allows me to connect with other women. And see eye to eye with other people that may have gone through similar things. And these events that I've done in the past, and just having that opportunity to raise one another up. And that's been amazing. This brand has given me this opportunity to really, really dive into learning how to love myself and love others and see each other where they're at. Being able to create is nothing I've ever felt. It's a space that I feel that I can totally get lost in the most healthy way. It allows for people really to express themselves and to share a part of their soul that maybe they have a hard time communicating. And, I think that it's also a way to really connect with other people. It's a conversation starter, and it really allows for individuals to maybe pull things out of themselves that maybe they didn't think that they could, or they didn't think was in them. For me, with my particular painting process, it's very abstract, and I use acrylics, and it's a lot about like experimentation and changing layer upon layer to suit my mood that day. And through the process, it really has taught me the importance of letting go. Really excited to partner with Art Therapy Project. What we've decided is, as our first rollout together, we're gonna make we've made masks that we are going to sell on the Unify the Ties website, and a portion of proceeds are gonna go to the Art Therapy Project. We're also gonna be selling prints. So these two are my signature prints that came out my first season. This one's called Kaleidoscope of Sound, and this one's called Hidden Garden. So we'll be selling these two prints in the masks, as well as the actual art prints that will be framed with like a matte frame. And what's cool about these are that each one is different depending on where it was cut in the fabric. So every single mask is gonna be a one of a kind, just like you. This partnership means so much to us, obviously, because you know how art has totally liberated me, and I just believe so much in what you guys are doing and how you're serving others. And so it's just such an honor to be able to give back in any way that I can, any way that we can. I speak for the Unify the Ties family, which is, there's a lot of us. But yeah, we're very excited, and we know that this is going to be the first of many.